So today is August 13th, and today is when 2 years ago that we got the call stating what was going on from the caseworker. Um, this was a hectic day 2 years ago, and it still is so fresh in everybody's mind. Anyways, I'm going to try to get through this one and try to make it not as long. Um, so I'm just going to talk about a few things today. A few more things actually. Um, Looking through the paperwork again and coming across a forensic interview, and at the top it has the interviewer's names, the person's name that's being interviewed, who all was there, the date, the time, and stuff like that. Well, if you look over in the corner, it goes by last name and then um, first initial. And the last name that was on this particular interview had nothing to do with the child that was being interviewed, although it stated that it was the interview for that person. So, um, we don't know what's going on with that. We can't get any answers and couldn't. So, and another thing, we all got letters sent saying about the family or the relative search forms is what it was, and the letter started out um, about the caseworker name, giving her name and saying that she's working with this family, and it had a last name slash a different last name, which neither of the last names was in this case. Nowhere. We'd never heard of these last names before ever. And of course, that don't have to be explained either. And people say that these caseworkers know what they're doing. They can't keep nothing straight. They keep calling different people different names. They have no clue who the hell they're talking about or who they're talking to when they do their reports. They can't keep dates straight to save their fucking asses. And um like the date on one of the um interviews, and if you look at your keypad, there's clearly absolutely no way you could ever mess this date up. Anyways, it was like 7 years prior to the child being born that this interview had taken place. Now, they're so smart. They're so right all the time. They never lie. Why are they getting this stuff messed up all the time? If they knew the case like they're claiming they do, and they had all this stuff that they claim they do, then why are they messing up? They're not perfect. And all these people that think they are, you've got a rude awakening coming. Because it's only a matter of time before they get everybody's kids. Because they get paid per child that they adopt out. That's their goal. Their goal, they write down, is reunification, but that's never their goal. Just like I stated before, there was blogs posted about this whole situation saying that if the things went as planned and that people was waiting for a text message. Well, in the papers, the mom's biological father was trying to get information about the case. Well, they told him that they couldn't discuss the case with him because it was confidential. But yet here we are having blogs wrote about the kids these people have never even met before in their entire lives until this case. Um, People bashing us on their Facebooks that have no clue what the hell they're talking about, and it's supposed to be confidential. To who? To who? The caseworkers don't want to know about it? Because when a person that's not even at the court date is waiting for a text message to confirm what they already knew was going to happen, who would have texted her? The only people that were there that day is the mother, the grandmother, the lawyers, the caseworkers, the judge, the bailiffs. There was nobody in their family there, and no more from our family there. So how are they getting away with this? I would really like to know. And yes, this does make me very upset, this particular part, because people are constantly saying that we're lying and making up facts and everything. But the fact of the matter is I've got the paperwork. I've got the blog where it says that the person's waiting for a text. I've seen that. So how am I making stuff up? You don't want, and nobody wants to know the truth. So that's why we're doing this. Because the truth has to get out one way or the other. And by these people running their mouths, the caseworkers and everything, that's not doing it. Because they're not telling the truth. They never have. And why should they start now? And another thing is people don't think that it's crooked. Well, I've got papers here that the parental rights were terminated 5 days before the judge even saw the um, case on October 28th. 5 days. How does the caseworker terminate the parental rights without the judge knowing about it? But instead of the judge reading what was wrote and not looking at the dates, I guess he goes ahead and signs it. I really don't know if he signed it or not, but um yeah. So 5 days before the termination of parental rights court date, parental rights were terminated by the caseworker, and even had a child to sign the papers. So, well, that's it for today. Thanks for listening.